your boy, Lieutenant Dan from Unintentional Grounding, live from Orlando, Florida, here after this Falcons loss for the third straight week in a row. And I've got a lot to say. Before I do, I want to make sure that I hit up everybody in the chat. If you have seen my post on Facebook, in any of the Facebook groups there, make sure you shout out your Facebook group. Make sure you shout out everybody in there. If I haven't posted to a Falcons Facebook group or I'm missing somebody, please take the link in the description here or share this out with the little share button there. Make sure you hit that like button, that notification bell, and that subscribe button. And if you'd like to join the membership program here on Unintentional Grounding, you may do so if you so wish. But don't do it because of the Falcons. No. Don't do it because of the Falcons. Don't. Hold on one second. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. Remove that. Remove. Thank you. All right. Let me go into the chat and go say hi to everybody that's here in the chat currently right now. We've got Falcons fan 408, Locker Room, Raymond Elder, Jalon Taylor, Mark Daniel. Let's see who else in here. Terrence Holmes, good to see you, my man. Rise Up, Stay Grounded. I hope you're doing well. John Paul Workpara, good to see you. Rise Up, Stay Grounded. Seth Cecil, Robert Bennett, Lucas Stricker, Biana M. Thank you for all coming through. Rise Up, Stay Grounded. If I haven't said your name, please, by all means, do it. Make sure you say hello. I will say hi back. Okay. We'll start it this way. We're doing it live right now. Right at this very moment. Let's do it. You have one goddamn job. 5-6 years in the making, you have one goddamn job. To provide your insight and your knowledge and your quote-unquote ability to develop talent. And this is the product that we're given on a Sunday. This is the product that we're given on a Sunday because you're the head honcho, you're the guy. And the fire is under your butt and you could get fired. You got to play it safe and do it the right way. What the fuck are we doing on third goddamn down? No. Back up. What are we doing with 7 minutes left throwing the goddamn ball? Explain that one to me. Look, I've been through a very, very long day. I worked all the way from the very morning to this very point that I have turned and clicked on. I'm not even out of work clothes yet. And we're sitting here going over this game that we had control over, and you threw the ball. You could have wasted their timeouts. You could have run the ball. You weren't lacking in ball control. You weren't lacking. You weren't lacking when it came to running the ball. You were effectively running the ball outside and in. You were. I watched part of the game. I saw the end. I know. And you have the audacity to, on two separate drives, throw the ball, punt, and throw the ball, punt. And stop the clock. Who's in control here? Whose britches are so far up their own ass? Who in their right mind is running this offense and running this defense? It can't be Dirk Cutter, because obviously Dirk was able to score points in 2 of our games, and we put up 26 in this one. Am I just blind? Am I stupid? Am I stupid and blind, like I don't understand the game of football? 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, and you could have run the ball all the way to the 2-minute warning. You could have. You could have run the ball. But it was throw, punt, throw, punt. And the interception. Now, look, I'm not going to start coming out here and fire Ryan and fire this and fire that. But, bro, the way that you're currently running this team right now, Arthur Blank, Rich McKay, Dan Quinn, and Thomas Dimitroff, you 4 bumbling idiots. It's like the Three Stooges on steroids. You put this together, and now you, Arthur Blank, have stepped away. It's Rich McKay's game to do. Rich McKay, you have all the opportunities in the entire world to sit Mr. Arthur Blank down and go, I know you're 78, almost 90 years old, but hey, my guy, we've got to get this done. Here is Dan Quinn, the bumbling idiot that has no defensive game plan, can't develop talent. We know this for a fact. I'm Rich McKay, and Dan Quinn said he was going to get the talent together. Never did, never has. We've gotten lucky, ladies and gentlemen. We've gotten lucky since 2015. Let's just call it as it is, man. Let's call it as it is. We got lucky. We got lucky every single fucking season. Excuse my language, but we have. That's the truth. We got lucky. Our offense carried us to a Super Bowl. We got lucky. Players like Grady Jarrett were not evaluated. If they were evaluated, we would have taken them earlier. We got lucky with the talent that we currently have. Lucky. We are lucky to have all of these things. We are lucky right now to have the talent that we currently have, and we're ruining it. Soiling it. You've wasted Matt Ryan's career. You've wasted Julio Jones' career. You've wasted the defensive talent. You've made them older and more banged up. You've wasted guys like Grady Jarrett and Deion Jones who are just sitting back there basically doing the whole thing themselves and getting hurt. You have wasted opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to make this team better. You've gone with old combos over and over and over. This vet's going to take care of it, and that vet's going to take care of it. You've gone into the draft and twiddled your thumbs. Twiddled your thumbs. You're not special. Look at where we stand right now and tell me that it's any different than any other year that we've been under Dan Quinn. Tell me. Dan Quinn has had, 2 winning seasons? And he's on the verge of another losing season. 0-3, you don't just crawl out of that. Okay? This team right here looks like they would be lucky to get 5 wins. 5. And I bet it's against our own division. Like Tampa and Carolina equal 4. And then we get lucky with 1. Fuck Lawrence and fuck Fields. Fuck that shit. Stop that fucking nonsense. Stop. No more. I'm tired of it. Don't even begin to talk about 2021. Don't even begin to talk. Step 1, erase this embarrassment of a head coach off the face of existence and take his little coordinators with him. Get them out. I'm tired. I can't emotionally invest myself anymore in a team that doesn't give a damn. That's defense basically kills itself. The defense shoots itself in the foot every single fucking play. Stop. No more. Fix this defense by giving me a coordinator or a head coach or goddamn somebody from the stands that at least can call a better game than that. We are talking about back-to-back-to-back weeks. Back-to-back-to-back weeks where we've made one bumbling mistake after another bumbling mistake after another bumbling mistake. I'm tired, not of Dan Quinn, not of all this other shit that's going on. Drop the coordinators, drop the coaches, drop the owner, drop the GM, drop all these extra people. I'm tired of this version of the Falcons. I want it blown to hell. Send that shit straight down and blow it to sky high. Shine that thing up and stick it up their candy asses. Emotions are calmed down. Emotions are calmed down. We can talk about real ball. Let's talk about real ball. 26 points should be easily enough to be able to put away any team, easily, if you have a competent defense. Let's talk about ball. This defense is not competent. The corners are nowhere where they need to be. Isaiah Oliver is not where he needs to be. Denard is just a plug for a bullet hole that we currently have. So he's a bandage over a bullet hole. And then we're talking about linebackers that are either constantly hurt or stopping our corners from intercepting balls. That's right, Deion Jones, you stopped Isaiah Oliver from catching a ball because you undercut him and then he couldn't catch it. Yeah, that's right, I'll call you out too. We have a defensive line that's basically just throwing itself at offensive lines, hoping and praying that it gets back there. Hoping and praying. And by the way, Skills, I'm not calling Denard a bad player. I'm calling him a bandage for a bullet hole of defensive backs that obviously can't get anything done. You want to talk about ball? Let's talk about every screenplay that we've fallen for the last 3 weeks. All of them, by the way. Mostly all of them. Because somebody's going to come in here and, well, technically, Dan, technically they stopped that one screen against the Bears. Shut the fuck up. We've fallen for every goddamn screen. It's like we don't know how to stop a screen. We can't stop a goddamn run. When it matters, when things are on the line, when the chamber is set up, and you're playing that Russian roulette, and you go, click, 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 here, your turn for Russian roulette. Why aren't we just taking the gun and going, I'm not playing this game, and dropping it on the ground? Instead, we go, all right, guys, let's get back out there, and let's block. This is the team. This is our team. This is our team. This is our team. And let's go ahead. Let's get it out of the way. Falcons fans will go ahead and say, Matt Ryan is the problem. Matt Ryan's the problem. We need to get Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence. As fucking if no Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields or anybody else, for that matter, that's currently in college is going to come in here year one or year two and win without a strong coaching candidate. And hey, by the way, take your defensive coordinators and your assistants and all of these other wannabe coaches from college and stick it up into the trash can and light that shit on fire with enough gasoline to burn down the next city closest to you. Because That shit right there is not getting the job done. We need a real fucking coach. We need one that's had experience. Why don't you guys head over to Georgia Sports Hospitality and go see the Don and the real Pat Man and all these guys who are currently right now banging the table for Don Martindale. You know why? Because their defense actually knows how to do its goddamn job. Damn. I can't believe that it's that simple. That if you do your job, you actually win games. Huh. And oh, by the way, locker room, I hate to be that guy, but Robert Saleh is just fucking Dan Quinn 2.0 with a better offensive coordinator. Not to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. I don't want anybody that has no experience head coaching. I don't want them. Get out. Get the hell out. And oh, by the way, Don Martindale hasn't been a head coach. You're telling me that the Ravens offense would survive? That Ravens offense would survive doing the little shit that it does without that defense absolutely wrecking shit? And the age that currently that Don Martindale at and the experience that he currently has is like he has more experience in his goddamn pinky than Dan Quinn has his entire fucking career coaching. Don't give me any college coaches. Don't give me inexperienced coordinators trying to prove it like Eric Bieniemy, whatever his goddamn name is from Kansas City. Don't give me that garbage. That nonsense right there is what all Falcons fans. I'm hoping that it's gonna get done. Please. And oh, by the way, hate to be the bearer of goddamn bad news, but the 2020 cap space for the Atlanta Falcons and contracts that they currently have, even if you restructured all the goddamn contracts that you possibly could and drained every little goddamn penny, oh, by the way, the cap's going down. That's right. The cap is going down. From what we understand, the cap is going down, not up. So we don't get that. We don't get that opportunity to save money. We have to dig deep just to be out of the hole. By the way, we are in the negative for 2021. Just letting you know. You want to talk about X's and O's? You want to talk about ball? Let's talk about ball. Let's talk about real ball. Todd Gurley is just a younger version of Michael Turner, and I've seen that train blow up at the end, and it's not fun. He's here literally to be a cover for us going after another running back, without question. There's no way in hell if you're Todd Gurley, after this season that we have, regardless of how we end this season, that you come back to Atlanta with this group. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Look, let's take emotion out of it for just a second. This coaching staff for 5+ years has underperformed on the defensive side, and they're supposed to be gurus. They're supposed to be all-knowing. Thomas Dimitroff has not done a terrible job, but he hasn't done a great job either. Yes, we have Matt Ryan and Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley and of all the other tidbits players here and there that you have. But at the end of the day, this team is never complete. Never. I'm not looking for every position to be filled. I'm looking for competence. You know, and I'm not. I've been a patient person. I've been a very, very patient person. I've been the voice of quote unquote reason, and I've been the type of person that's been like, just give it one more week. Just give it one more week. Just for anything to give this team just one more chance, one more opportunity. I'm done. I'm done giving opportunities to people that don't give a damn. If this group of players with this set of have head coaches and head coach and all of these extra little bits, if they can't get it done, then we need to blow this to hell. We need to light the match and stick the stick of dynamite in this team. Light the fuse, the wick. Watch that shit burn down and watch it explode into a million pieces. And I'm not asking for this team to be wiped of all single entities and all our leaders to be taken out and all our good players to be traded and let's just start this all over again. I'm asking for this team to have it rinsed of all the trash that's in the river. Okay? If we don't go out there and we take all the garbage that's on this team and get rid of it soon, we're going to continue to repeat history over and 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 over. If I were to take all of the quote-unquote problem childs of this defense and take all the quote-unquote coaching staff changes that are necessary to make this team better, could we, in Pat's words, low-key fix this defense in 1 year? No. 2 years minimum. 2 years minimum. And here's why. Your current defensive line as of right now will be out of your price range. And with the way that the cap is currently going, taking that into factor, there's no way that you don't have to go into the draft and make this work. You are going to have to draft perfectly and set up an emphatical coaching change that immediately comes with success, which is never going to happen. That it takes time to develop that. See, I'm being reasonable here. It takes time to install a system, to get players to buy into said system, and to draft and purposely take free agents out that then begin to work as a cohesive unit. You don't just set up a bunch of soldiers and say, here are guns, and go out there and shoot stuff. They're not going to hit their targets. They need time to train, to morph, to gel, and that doesn't take 8 games. It sometimes takes 16 games. Don Martindale or whoever else potentially gets the opportunity to come in here and to be a coach in their first year will be to tie up loose ends and fix everything to where it is now their image. That's not a 1-year fix. That's called 2022. We're finally getting back into this. And by that time, we'll be starting to think, I wonder if Matt Ryan even has any more arm left by the end of this. Probably not. Because the way that I see it currently right now, Matt Ryan probably has about 2 years left. That's right. I'm calling it early on Matt Ryan. Not because of Matt Ryan's ability to be a game changer or a leader among men, because he is. He truly, truly is. But we can't play the style of ball that we're playing right now and expect a defense to just make it better. It just doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, that's not how teams operate in the NFL. It takes time to build things up. People don't just come out of nowhere and make things work. It takes years of study and work and trades and acquisitions in free agency and drafted players and development of those drafted players. And if they don't develop, then it takes time for those guys, the next crop of guys to come in and they develop. You hope that they develop. There's a lot of ifs and buts. There isn't just, if we get a better coaching staff, then this defense turns around in 1 year. That's not reality. That's an analytical point of view that, if we just become average, we're going to be better. If we continue to make the mistakes that we currently have, we'll never be there. We'll never be there. And it takes time to develop these things. I don't want to hear about Rex Ryan and da-da-da-da-da from the past. I want to hear about what's happening right now. And what's happening right now with minds that aren't as genius as Rex Ryan. We're talking about other quote-unquote geniuses and people in the know, and they know what they're doing. Those guys are going to come in here, and they're going to have to fucking work. We can't compare everything to one particular genius or one particular guy because that's a unicorn. That's a unicorn. That's a unicorn take. That's a bullshit take. That's the facts. You can't go, well, Bill Belichick made this defense 2 years ago with just a few player acquisitions into one of the best defenses in the shut the fuck up. Your acquisitions in the draft, your acquisitions in free agency, you gelling your players together, just the cohesiveness of the unit and it actually performing its tasks, take a minimum of 6 games, if not 8. So you're already half a year through. And who knows if any of your players develop or actually become better. So those players might not even begin to show themselves until year 2, 3. And yes, you probably have about the same offense, but you're probably going to have a new offensive coordinator come through because the new head coach is going to probably fire 90% of the staff. So don't begin to try to throw false facts at me. Don't start saying that, well, the Bucks did this one thing, unicorn. Well, Rex Ryan, with only 1 year of, what did Rex Ryan have before he actually got there? What had already been put together for him? What pieces did they already have that made it work? That's what we're ignoring here. We're ignoring the finer details. And that's what Falcons fans ignore. They ignore the fine details. They ignore the fine details. And that's what's happening with this coaching staff. Finer details, the easy things that everybody should know. The finer details of the game. They don't even get the common ones. Woo! Woo! Terrence Holmes with a $2 donation in the super chat. Please blow this trash team up. Blow them up. Blow them up, man. Blow them up. We're going to be stuck with this offense. Here's the reality of the situation. We're going to be stuck with this offense for at least another 2 to 3 years. So getting any quarterback in the 2021 NFL draft, no matter where we end up in the 2021 NFL draft, getting any quarterback right now does not fix the issue because you're still going to have to play Matt Ryan unless you bench the man, and you're going to be eating a contract that is ridiculous for somebody that should be on the bench. That's insane. That's insane. We can't do that. We have to roll with what we have. Okay, next part. The offensive line can definitely be retooled, but we're still building these pieces. McGarry can't stay healthy. Lindstrom can't do it all by himself. Alex Mack is on the opposite side of, what is he, 32, 33, 34, 50? How old is Alex Mack at this point? And then you got rentals for everything else. And then Julio Jones, who can't stay healthy, and Calvin Ridley, who's basically your next best wide receiver, and everybody else who can't stay healthy. That's it. That's what we got. That's the team. So your offense comes in, whoever your offense coordinator is going to be, has to come in, and then they gel with our offense coordinator. So who knows how long it will take for them to gel with the new offense, or if they use some old variation or whatever the fuck it is. But even if your offense does come out clicking and still is able to put up 26 points per game, your defense still has to be gutted. Like, most of it has to be gutted. If we don't venture outside of the Atlanta Falcons and we go and if we're not talking about other teams, then apparently we can't have an intelligent conversation at all. Oh my God. I would love to see how these teams started out and how long it took for all these teams, these quote-unquote legends, how long did it take these teams to put things together with their own players? Because to me, it seems like we're singling out this one instance or this one instance or this one instance when 90% of the league is only concerned about them and what trend is going on right now. That's it. That's all they're doing. So here's my solution to this. As if I know anything. Let's just pretend for a second that I don't watch film, that I don't look into analytics, that I don't look at draft shit, that I'm just a simple Falcons fan here ranting on YouTube. Let's just pretend for a second that that's who I am right now. And let's pretend that the option that I'm about to give you, the opinion that I'm about to give you for a quote-unquote fix, let's just pretend that none of that matters. And let's just say that what I'm about to say is just complete jargon. Let's just pretend for a second. If we fire this coaching staff right now, it ain't gonna get any better. So we need to roll with what we got. Because it's not like we're going to find a replacement mid-fucking season. We're not even mid-season. We're only 3 games in. 3 of them! So we can't fire this coaching staff tomorrow. We can't fire this coaching staff tomorrow. It's unfair. It's unfortunate, but it's the facts. It's the truth. The truth of the matter is that we cannot fire the staff and just go, all right, everybody's out. Goodbye. You got here. I'm gonna have Thanos snap you. Thanos snapped. You're dead. We can't do that. It's unfortunate, but you can't. Because you won't be satisfied when you see that the disaster will continue to go. Okay? So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make it to the end of the season. You're going to have to make it to the end of the season. Will you win some games? If we can't beat the Bears... If we can't beat the goddamn Bears, and I don't care how good their defense is, we were whooping them. We were kicking their ass. We can't blow this team to bits. It's unfortunate, but that's just not how the NFL works and how this business works. But again, pretend like I don't know what I know. We can't blow this team to bits. We're going to have to work with this team going forward until we get to the end and we find candidates and solutions to the potential problem. We're going to have to do a wipe of the coaching staff. This might turn around maybe by mid-season or more. But I highly doubt if we can't beat the goddamn Bears, then we're definitely not beating the Saints. We're definitely not beating the Bucks. And God forbid if we even pull out one against the Panthers. Okay? But I digress. There are winnable games. Okay? So the solution here is this. Get to the end of the season with this horrible coaching staff. Fire this coaching staff. And all attached to it, outside of maybe about 2 guys, but I'm not even going to name those 2 guys because everybody will give me so much opposition. And then you're going to have to get very creative with the pieces that you're going to keep on offense. That's right. Yeah, I would rather blow my offense up than keep it the way it is and then work with itty-bitty pieces on defense, okay? You're not going to win with a whole group of rookies. Just ain't going to happen. Sorry. And you're not going to win with only Grady Jarrett and Deion Jones alone, all right? And I love that A.J. Terrell is amazing, all right? But the COVID thing, that sucks. We could have had him out there. It could have been a different game, but oh well, all right? So we're going to fire a bunch of coaches, and then we're going to take bits and pieces of the team, and we're going to restructure the shit out of them, restructure them to hell, and then cut a lot of dead weight. A lot of dead weight that we're just carrying around that isn't making any impact. Okay? That just you're going to have to take 2 steps backward to make a step forward in the right direction. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to hit the reverse. Clink, 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 clink. All right, now we can go the right way. You're going to have to take steps completely backwards to go forwards this offseason. And then depending on where your draft pick is, and this is not a great draft for the pieces that we're going to need to acquire to make this work, okay? So you're talking about top 10 pick, top 15 pick. When we get towards the middle of the season, we get a little more of a clearer idea of when these picks are happening. Like we have a better idea of where we're solidified for picks, okay? Then we can start talking draft. But as of right now, you're going to have to deal with what you got. It's really unfair. Sucks to be us, but you're going to have to deal with what you got. And begrudgingly, you're going to have to see more of Dan Quinn. Unless No Balls McKay decides that he's going to actually get some balls and fire Dan Quinn tomorrow, which then I would be heavily surprised. But he won't, because he has no balls. And by the way, don't blame Arthur Blank for this, because, your boy already tried to go in on Arthur Blank and didn't realize, because cooler heads prevailed, that this is all fucking Rich McKay, and he has to make the decisions for this. Woo! Woo! Terrence Holmes with the $5 dono in the super chat. Why not, bruh? This is unacceptable. Firing head coaches sends a message you're gonna fire him anyways. Sorry, more like it will make me feel a little bit better. Bruh, it's not, hey. It's not gonna make anything better. If it makes you feel better, that's fantastic, and then all the rest of us will suffer in wallowing defeat every single week with no one to point to, with nothing to point to. So here's the deal. Wherever we go by the end of the season, we will have, and we've got 82 freaking people in this chat right now, and we should be hitting the like button heavily, and we should be hitting the subscribe button heavily, because when I go absolutely apeshit this week with the amount of content that I'm about to hit you, I had so much positive content. I had positive content for you guys. I was going to give you Todd Gurley running, and we're going to do things. I'm going to hit you with so much real fucking content that has data and film session on it this week. Don't you worry. It's going to hit you straight in the face like a goddamn iron shovel. I'm going to put so much content out this week that is going to expose this team for the lackluster, soft-assed approach that it currently has. That y'all are going to go, well, there's just no way, there's no two ways about it. Dan Quinn's got to go. Raheem Morris, got to get out. Dirk Cutter has to go. The replacement for Matt Ryan needs to come soon, sooner than later. And I swear to God, I swear to God, if we are the number 1 pick in this coming draft in 2021, I'm a swing at the closest thing that I possibly can. As hopefully, God forbid, that there's a human being watching me swing at an inanimate object. But I swear to God, if we're the number 1 pick in this draft and we get Trevor Lawrence, I'm a break something. Because not that I will be unhappy about Trevor Lawrence being here in Atlanta, okay? But we will have just wasted a draft pick on not fixing the solution. And I'm the guy, by the way, that's all about future planning. Getting Trevor Lawrence doesn't fix the situation at hand. It only prepares you for situations going forward in 2024, 2025. And by that time, who knows if we'll even be playing football anymore? Who knows? Who frickin' knows? Who knows? So here's the deal. I've told you my solution. You got to gut this thing. You got to put people together. You got to plan. And you got to roll with these punches. And at the end of the season, you got to woo! Terrence Holmes with a $2 donation. I can't keep watching this trash, man. It's okay. It's okay, Terrence, man. It's okay, Terrence, man. We're all here. Can I just get some peeps in the chat to hype me the hell up right now? Hype, 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 hype. That's all I want to see in the chat right now, because I've got one more thing to say, and I want it to come out swinging. This soft Mickey D's vanilla ice cream with an apple pie and a booger from the employee's nose looking ass team whose culture has not changed and whose team has not evolved and whose defense is nowhere to be found and whose offense is as one-dimensional as I have ever goddamn seen. This team right here is unwatchable by all degrees. There is not a bright spot to be had, and there is not an outlook that I would come on here and lie to you to be happy-go-lucky cheery about. When I drop my tape this week, I may expose every piece of this team, from Matt Ryan to Rich McKay to Arthur Blank to this offensive line to the play calling that we have on down and goddamn distance. And you don't worry your ass. Don't worry your pretty little head. I'm going to make sure that I expose everything. All of it. And at the same time, juggle my life shit, juggle my shitty job shit, and all of the other things that go on with my life at the same time, and make sure that you guys get the goddamn best quality content of your fucking life. And at the end of it all, we can all agree on one singular thing: that this is not the Atlanta Falcons that I signed up for, and I will not support it. I will not watch these games. I will not support these games. I will not support this bullshit mentality. I will not support this lackadaisical offense that is one-dimensionally sound because of a quarterback and a offensive coordinator that don't know how to stay in goddamn sync and make correct decisions. I will not support this goddamn mentality that we have in drafting players and underdeveloping them. I will not stand here and support the absolute travesty that we put on the field every single week defensively, from the backfield to the defensive line. I will not support this nonsense and claims that we currently have for this team, that we're fast and physical, we're slow and soft. We're a slow, soft team that makes mistakes and goes charging in head first, causing penalties. We're that team. Let's get it straight. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm goddamn wrong. This is a loser team. It's a mentality that's set up to fail from the very beginning. And I'm tired and sick of it, and I'm not supporting it anymore. If you'd like to support this channel and see the bullshit that's going on with this team, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Okay? That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. I'm done. I wash my hands, Julius Caesar. I wash my hands of this garbage. I don't want to do any more of it. I wash my hands of this travesty and bullshit. I'm done. Call me when you have a better coach. Call me back when you have a better coach. I'm going to still put out content. I'm going to still talk about the Falcons, and I'm going to still just go off the rails on this goddamn team. But I am emotionally detached from this team. I am done. You lost me. I'm finished. I don't care whether or not you turn this team around and win a fucking Super Bowl, and you won't, because I'm not stupid. The competition that you have to face down the road coming up is going to be your downfall, Dan Quinn. And it's been your downfall since 2016 when you lost the Super Bowl. I had high hopes. I had high hopes that things were going to change. They didn't, because you don't know how to fucking put a coaching staff together. That's right. You guys are stupid. Stupid. And believe me, I want to be positive Dan. I want to be the guy that comes in here and goes, listen, y'all, this is not as bad as it currently is looking. This is not a bad team. We have pieces here. We can rebuild. We can, in a year and a half, we can put an amazing defense on the field and have an offense that can complement it. I want to be that guy, but I cannot. I'm done. I am emotionally and physically and mentally moving on. I'm done. I'm done with this version of the Falcons. I'm done with this version of the coaching staff. I'm done with this version of the Falcons. It's time for a rebuild. No retool, rebuild. I'm done. I'm done with this mentality that the locker room promotes. I'm done with this quote-unquote physicality that we're supposed to be putting out, and we just come out like soft serve of ice cream. I'm done with having an offense out there that's supposed to be bull's horns and smashing teams over when we're just basically dairy fucking cows with our udders on the ground dripping everywhere. I'm done with this team. I'm done. I'm done coming on here week to week trying to defend and put this team on a pedestal and saying that there's things to be better. I'm done trying to be the guy that I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to put myself in a bad situation. I'm not going to come out here and yell. I'm not going to put my blood pressure through the goddamn roof. Von Hogan with the quote of the night: emotionally removed and detached from this God-forsaken team. You're no better than the goddamn Browns or Jaguars of old. You're no better than the Raiders when Al Davis was running things. You guys are garbage. I'm done with you. Here's my hands. I wash my hands of your garbage. Never ever bring that shit up into my face again. If I hear the words Dan Quinn or the acronym / syllables DQ put together, I'll be like, are you talking about Dairy Queen ice cream, or are you talking about the guy that looks like Dairy Queen ice cream? Because honestly, I don't want either. I think that restaurant is trash, and I think that coach is trash. Okay? That's my opinion. Look, if this YouTube channel, if this particular channel right here, I can't even say words right. If this channel never makes it past 5,000 subs, whoop-de-flipping-do. At least I said my 2 cents and I got it off my goddamn chest. But what I'm dealing with currently, emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, what I'm dealing currently with my own life, and then having to invest time out of my goddamn day that I could be doing something else, like actually, like, oh, I don't know, researching whether or not the pandemic is real, or I don't know, painting walls in my house, or setting up my projector, or scrubbing floors, or physically making myself better by going on a run and working out and making sure that my diet is better. I could be investing my time into that instead of sitting on my computer day in, day out and going, if we just got this player from this draft and we got this player from free agency and we put these things together. Until you have a coaching staff that's worth a damn, I'm not doing any of that anymore. Fuck you. Fuck that bullshit. It's so draining. It's tiresome. And I've been through this 100 times. I'm going to take a week break from the Falcons, then I'll come back. By the time I come back, a million things will have happened, and I won't know what the fuck I'm doing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep up with this Falcons team, but it's all going to be on the back burner. And I'm going to put out content for you guys week in and week out, proclaiming the truths that need to be said. But I'm not going to be overly negative, and I'm not going to be over here and be goody little two shoes and rainbows and unicorns, okay? I'm done with that. I'm done with that garbage. I'm here to study and make my life better, and hopefully y'all are too, and you're not stressing about this bullshit. But I'm going to do me now. I'm done. I'm done doing other people. I'm doing me now. I'm tired of giving people the satisfaction that they're, I can do this and I can do that, and you just tag along and you do what I say. I'm done. I'm done with that garbage. I'm done listening to other people's opinions on this team that it's going to get better if we do that, and and boom, boom, boom. Von Hogan with a $2.50 donation in the super chat. Woo! Where's my woos in the chat? You know when we have donations in the chat, we woo like crazy. Ric Flair. Woo, woo, woo! So where are you guys at? Huh? Are traditions dead? Are traditions dead? Do we not have traditions here? Woos! Where are they at? That's my 2 cents. I'm done. Rant over. I'm done. If you like the content today, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that join button if you've joined our membership program. If you want to support this channel with donations and things of that nature, you're more than welcome to do that too. But here's the deal. At the end of the day, when all is said and done, I pray to God or whatever the fuck is up there or living inside of us or invisible to our eyeballs, karma, whatever it is, spaghetti monster, I don't know. But whatever the fuck it is, for God's sake, woo! Yes, Major, with a $2 donation in the super chat. Game over, he says. Game over. You're right. Game over. Woos in the chat. Wherever we end up at the end of all of this, I hope that my family here on Unintentional Grounding, the grounders, continue to thrive and continue to do better. That's what I hope. That's my hope. That's what I want. That gives me satisfaction, that every single one of y'all succeed in whatever you're doing in life. But this team, fuck that. Hands. Pontius Pilate. I'm done. Y'all have an absolutely tremendous, wonderful, excellent, extraordinary night. Don't drink yourself into a slooper. You got work tomorrow. Monday morning. Wake up, flex, run a mile, run another one back, lift 10 reps, deadlift that shit, then hit the showers, go to work, crush that shit, whatever you do for work, crush it, and then come back home. Don't worry yourself about the goddamn Falcons. Don't worry about them. They'll be here still. And let me do my fucking job. Go out there and provide you with the goddamn best content for the Falcons that you've ever goddamn seen. So y'all go out there on Monday morning like I'm about to do. And you crush it. Crush your job. Your dreams, the things you're trying to reach to, grab it. Take it. It's yours. You can go take that shit. It's not out of your grasp. It's not out of your reach. Go get it. Because if I've learned anything doing this work on this channel, you can do anything you fucking want to. Y'all, look me right in the eyes right now. Y'all can do anything that you want to. Anything. You're not too old. You're not too young. You're not too inexperienced. Learn it. It's all within your grasp. This channel is proof of that, right at this very moment. But don't look at the Falcons and try to take that advice, okay? Because the definition of insanity lives in Atlanta. And that right there, that's not what I'm going to promote, okay? Y'all got that? Y'all got that in the chat? You good? Cool. Y'all have a wonderful night. An extraordinary night. And then on Monday, go wake up in the morning, grab your cup of coffee or your tea or your milk or your juice or whatever you wake up with, your sweet tea, and you go kill that shit. You go destroy that shit. And don't even let the Falcons cross your mind. And then when you see that notification come up on your phone, unintentional grounding, Falcons film breakdown, defensive woes, when you see that shit hit your phone, you tune the shit in. You show up. Show up and give them hell in the comment section. Be like, trash. Because I'm going to show you it. I'm going to show you that shit. Y'all take it easy. Rise up, stay grounded. Hope to see you guys again real soon. My name's Lieutenant Dan. This is Unintentional Grounding live from Orlando, Florida. I pray that you guys have a fantastic night and kill it on Monday morning. You know I'm going to. But will you? Rise up and stay grounded.